Okay, this is a big review of pretty much what we've covered in the course in a combined movie PowerPoint video on the writing process. Notice what I say there, you can't write well without it. Remember, all professional writers use a writing process and every portion of it. Okay, so your first step, and we've talked so many times about this, is pre-writing. Prewriting has two phases, brainstorming and organizing. Okay? For the brainstorming, you can use any one of a number of techniques, including free writing, mapping, clustering, bubbling, web, whatever you're calling it. Those names all apply to that sort of bubble diagram. Making a list, just a simple list. Making any kind of diagram or chart. Making a little sketch or drawing, and of course doing a little quick research and finding interesting facts in that research. The next phase is outlining. Remember, in outlining we talked quite a bit about making balanced points, at least 3 balanced points. Points must be of equivalent importance and type. So in the case of this drawing, we pick the 3 vegetables as of equivalent importance and type, and the sandwich, even though it has vegetables on it, is not of the same importance or type. After you've got a good outline, you can draft. The important thing to remember while you're drafting is that you have to be willing to change your mind, to allow new ideas to come to you, and to insert new thoughts into the paper while you go. So let yourself think of new things, let yourself think about new things, let yourself come up with them and put them into the paper. After you've drafted, you should go back and look at your word choice throughout the paper. You want vivid word choice. We talked about ACEs. Take your words and ask yourself if there's a word that you could use instead that will give it more action, more connection to anywhere in history or culture, more emotion, or appeal to the senses of sight, hearing, touch, taste, smell. And we also talked about precise word choice. Use the most precise word that you can. That always makes the writing more interesting, and it gives you more variety. And then also check that your 3 points somehow have building action or detail. So there should be a reason why the 3 points are in the order that they're in, so that you're building from the least important to the most important, from the smallest to the largest, from the most private to the most public, or something. There's some way that with each point things are getting a little bit higher stakes, a little more important. Alright, when you've done all that work on your draft, you should go back and revise. You're looking for any lack of balance in the points, the subpoints, unrelated details or missing details. You cut anything unrelated, even if it's a good fact. If it's unrelated to what you're talking about, unrelated to your thesis, it shouldn't be there. Go and look for missing details that you need to add. And if you're still short details in any area, you might have to go all the way back to brainstorming. That's okay. And of course you're looking for awkward or boring wording. The revising stage, you might revise several times over. Many times over. And then the last phase, of course, is proofing and presenting. One last spell and grammar check. You should use the tools in your word processing program. Triple check everything that has to do with the assignment requirements and the paper formatting. Make sure that your paper is clean and neat, and staple it. Don't worry about a cover or a folder. And those are the basics of the writing process, and you should always use all the steps. Thank you.